Welcome back to another video here on Satisfactory Update 7. Are you guys experiencing erratic frame drops all of a sudden in game? Specifically since Update 7 has come out. Like right now I'm running at 78 frames per second. And if I go and turn this way, all of a sudden it starts to tank and drop, and it drops to 19 and then up again and then back down. Really erratic, kind of all over the place frames. Like right now that's 17 frames, and then we're back up into the 70s, the 60s. Well, in this video I'm going to show you how to fix that. So sit back, relax, and let's jump into it. So here I am, I'm out in my world that's just suffering from absolutely ridiculous frame drops, almost to the point that it becomes unplayable. Like it just totally, and I honestly thought that it was related to all of the motion from all the Mark V conveyors that I have everywhere. But it turns out it really is not related to that. What is causing these massive frame drops is actually related to signs that you've got in the game. I'm using signs everywhere for lighting accents. I've got red signs through here. I've got white signs all along this bridge here. I've got blue signs set up in all of my transport tubes. I've got red signs in my mining nodes for iron. I've got green signs over in my mining nodes for copper. And all of these are, I mean, just look at, like, my frames are dropping all of these down to 10 frames per second. I've got it up in the top left-hand corner. And, you know, eventually it will steady back out and get back up to that 60 frame mark. And, I mean, my computer's no slug. It shouldn't be. I'll put the specs in the description. But I should not be seeing these frame issues like what's happening right now. Right now it's running 76 frames, 50 frames, 58 frames. And then I turn back to this and it's like tanked down to 48, 31. Tanking here again. 28, 34, 29, it's 4 frames. This is all related to signs. Bits was the one that actually had discovered this. I don't know if you've watched any of Bits' videos, but I did watch his video 5 days ago that he uploaded 5 days ago. And he was experiencing this exact same issue with one of his save files that he had on his Discord, and people weren't able to load it, and it was crashing and causing all kinds of issues. Coffee Stain is 100% aware of this issue. They have a copy of a save file and they're working on trying to correct it. But in the meantime, you want to still be able to play your save and be able to keep working on your builds. And this is just an accent thing that's in here. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. And literally, I have like over 7,000 signs in my world right now that are causing these issues. To have to go around and delete all those manually would suck. But I'm going to show you how to do it using Satisfactory calculators. So first things first is you need to create a save or a backup of your save file. So go in, save your game. I've already created one called calculator. This is this particular world that we're sitting at right now. Ready to be, so this is the file I'm going to be using to fix our issue here. So once you have that save game, then you need to exit out of Satisfactory and go back to desktop. All right, as you can see, I've launched my Google Chrome and we are going to go to satisfactorycalculator.com. And once that website loads up here, the next thing you want to go to is we want to go to the interactive map. So you click on interactive map. And of course, you know, bear with all the ads that are on this website, but they are absolutely everywhere. And well, they need to support being able to have this free tool available for you somehow. So what better way to do that with a bunch of ads? So once you're at the interactive map, you want to go over to this area right here that says click or drop your save game file here. So you're going to click that little window and it's going to open up to whatever your folder browser is. Basically, you want to go to your where the save files, where you keep your save files on your computer system. So in most cases, that's going to be c:/users/ whatever your username is for your computer /appdata/local/factory game slash saved and then slash saved games. So I will put that in the description of what that file path is. But once you find your save game, so this is the one that we're going to be using right here, is this calculator.save. This is the file we want. We're going to click open on that. So it's now uploading this file to the interactive map, and it's going to load your exact save file that you have for Satisfactory. Now, by default, I think it actually turns on everything. So it shows you everything on the map. And I'll show you what that looks like here in about 2 seconds once this map is finished loading. All right, for me, the map has finished loading. As you can see, here is my starter factory that's all over here, and it's showing absolutely everything. So player position, this is where my player is on this particular save. The hub terminal slash space elevator, but you can't really see it because it's kind of hidden amongst all of this factory stuff that's over here. Beacons and towers. I think I got a few beacons and stuff out there. I don't think I have any towers though. And then loot crates and fauna. So this is where basically it's showing you all that information. And then this is all of your structures that you've got. And then you've got your buildings. And then it's got your power grid and transportation. You can have a look at that all over the map, and it shows you, and we could like zoom right in and it'll show you various parts of the build, and it actually gets a lot detailed as to your foundations and everything and your conveyors and where everything is, and you can mouse over all of that. But we don't need all of this extra information. What we're specifically looking for is the signs. And if you look here on the signs, mine says I have 7,087 signs that are currently spread out all over the place on my map. And specifically, I have 7,016 of the ones label signs that we're using for our lighting and everything that's out there. So first things first, go through and turn off all the stuff that you don't want to see. And I'm even going to get rid of the fog effect because we don't need to see the areas that we haven't seen. And get rid of everything except for the signs. So you're clicking off absolutely everything that isn't a sign because you don't want to end up deleting something that you want to keep. Okay, so what I'm left with now is all of the signs that I'm using. So you can see this is the transport tube that I am using for the uranium that we're going to have for our uranium plant that's going to be out this way. And then I've got all the lightings for all the transport tubes and stuff here for our mega factory iron farm. And then that's the new one that's coming online for the copper one that I'm working on, plus the bridgeway that we have here. So as you can see, I have tons of signs. I also have a small little bit of signs right here at our starter factory. These are the signs that are labeling my containers. And then this is my makeshift green screen that I've got there that I've been doing for our bulletin board. So, those ones, I'm going to keep those. The rest of it, we're going to delete. All right, so now to delete them, over on the left-hand side of the map, there are some tools that are available for you. You're going to want to select you want to go with the, I think the rectangular tool is probably the easiest one to deal with. And you're going to select and highlight where the signs are that you want to delete. So I've just selected 3,408 label signs. And then there's like 15 other label signs and one small billboard. That's all of the signs that I have selected over here. By default, it's selected to delete selected items. There are other options here where if you want to be able to do other things with, but we want to focus on deleting items right here. And then you're going to click submit. And it's going to say, do you want a doggy bag with all of your mass dismantling? So basically, do you want crates of all of your stuff that you've just deleted? And it's going to put some crates by your character where you are right now of all of the materials that were used for that. For this, I'm going to say yes, because, I mean, yeah, we're going to end up with a bunch of extra stuff that we probably don't need, but I can dump it into an awesome sink. But at least we have the option to keep those materials. So now I'm going to grab that same rectangular tool. I'm going to grab these other signs here. Here's another 2,937 signs. I'm going to click submit. And are we wanting to get rid of those? Yes, we are. Want to keep that stuff? Yes, I'm going to do that. And then finally, we're going to select this last little row here and submit that. That's another 6,071 signs we're getting rid of. Those are gone. And I've left my signs at my starter factory because these ones are kind of like critical for me to know what I've got where. Like this is all of my labels for all of my various chests that we've got for our central bank or central storage area. And then, of course, this is the little green screen thing. And then there's a couple of little signs that are out at my other little factories that are just kind of letting me know how many materials I have available on particular lines. Those are okay. It was the other 7,000 signs that were causing all of the issue. But now that that's done, scroll back up here, and then you have a button here that says download the save game. So you're going to click that download save game, and it's going to take your file and add underscore calculator appended to the end of it so that it shows you the save file that's been edited. So you can go ahead and click Save Changes. You're going to want to save that back into your save games folder. You can't see the pop-up because it's an Explorer window, and I'm not recording that on the screen here right now. I'm just recording the browser window. But it pops up to your save game location, and then go ahead and click Save. That will then save that file, and you can exit out of the browser and go back now to Satisfactory. So I'm just going to quickly run over and launch my Satisfactory game, get that back up and running here, and I can make sure we turn off the Chrome window because we don't need that anymore. And accept, and let's go to load game, and we're going to our save here. Here is the one that we've just gone and done the editing to. This is calculator underscore calculator. I'm going to double click on that file, and it's now going to load up this save game. And you'll probably notice right off the bat that the save game itself is going to load a lot faster than what it did previously, because now it's not trying to load in all 7,000 of those freaked out signs. I mean, of course, it's still loading all the rest of your stuff in your game, but not all of those signs that have been causing all of the issues. So as soon as this loads, we'll get right back, and then we'll see how things are different now that we've removed those signs. All right, here we are. We're back in game now. The save file has loaded, and as you're looking around here, I'm like 157 frames, 157, 100. You're drip down to 56, but I'm up to 135 frames looking at my factory. 126, 132, 148 frames. Everything now is so much smoother. Now, if I like spin like stupid fast, yeah, the frames are going to go like crazy. And there's going to be, little glitches or little frame spikes and whatnot as you're looking towards like your major factories and stuff. Because this is where my big starter factory is off in that direction. But as you can see now, my frames have hands down more than doubled its capabilities right now as we're playing along here. This is like a butter smooth, easy to play. No, I can look at my bridges here, and I can look at my buildings, and these signs, they're all been deleted. They're all gone, but the game is now back to the way it's intended. So we can see now that the frames are starting to dip down just a little bit more because it's starting to load in a lot more stuff. But, I mean, there's a lot more moving things around here now because of our various conveyors that we've got chugging along here. But still, I mean, I'm averaging up over 100 frames. This is how it's intended to be played. It's something like this rather than what it was doing. So I hope this little trick to show you how to be able to fix that has been useful. Bits had mentioned that that's what you got to do, but he didn't really say how to do it. And that's the first time, this is the first time I've actually edited a save file using Satisfactory Calculator. So I wanted to show a video for you guys on how to be able to do that as well. So that if you're running into this exact same issue where you're getting massive lag spikes, check and see how many signs you've got on your base. And that quite very much could be the reason why you're running into so many issues. So please reach down, hit the like button on this video. I really hope that you guys found this useful. leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this little fix. This is a temporary fix. CompuSane is working on optimization. They're working on a fix for it, and hopefully they'll get one slipped into another update coming up in the future. But in the meantime, this is how you can get your save game back to where you need it to be. So if you're new to the channel, please throw down a subscription. Subscribe if you can. And yeah, for more little tips and tricks on my other gameplay videos, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll let notifications go there. So with that said, you guys have a good one, and we will see you in some more Satisfactory in the near future.